Hey everybody, Dr. Greco here. Welcome to Ministry in a Minute. So we've been discussing the reason for the season and why. Why did God send His Son to be born of a virgin in a manger, revealed to wise men and shepherds the way He did? Why is this story so important and not just a story that we find joyful? Well, one of the primary reasons for the seasons was proof. Proof that God was who He said He was, and that God could do what He says He could do, and that He would fulfill His promises is found in this Christmas story. In the book of Matthew, it specifically talks about Jesus being living in Nazareth, being from Nazareth, because the prophet had said that. And yet another prophecy in Micah says that the baby would be born in Bethlehem. So 700 years before Jesus, you had one prophet saying one thing and one prophet saying another. Now, my guess would be that people in the time just said, well, one's confused. How on earth could this come together to be true? Folks, 700 years before Jesus, Assyria was in charge of the world. And then Babylon took over from the Assyrians, and the Persians took over from the Babylonians, and the Greeks took over from them. We've all heard of Alexander the Great. And then the Romans took over from the Greeks, and the Romans said, we better count the people, everybody go to their hometown. And this census that was called for by a superpower, 7 superpowers after the one that was in charge, when these prophets wrote these prophecies, happened. It came true, just like they said. And so that connection between the Old Testament and the New Testament, when there's a prediction, a prophecy, and it is fulfilled, shows us that the Bible is true. And one of the reasons I believe for the season is proof. Proof that God is who He says He is. Proof that His promises are good. Proof that the Bible is true. It's the reason for the season. Proof. We'll see you tomorrow for another Ministry in a Minute.